Around 850 before Common Era, a goat herder named Caldi noticed that after eating certain berries, his goats behaved strangely. Curious, he tried the berries himself and soon felt just as energized. This, according to legend, was humanity's first encounter with coffee. The exact time people began drinking coffee is uncertain, but before the 1400s in present-day Ethiopia, people began gathering wild coffee. Coffee plants likely produce high levels of caffeine to deter herbivores or attract pollinators, but humans soon discovered its benefits. They began making tea from its leaves, mixing the berries with butter and salt for snacks, and roasting and brewing the cherries into a stimulating drink. Coffee then spread through trade routes to the Middle East, where its popularity grew rapidly in the 1450s. After a Sufi leader recommended it for ritual chanting, people in Yemen adopted coffee for religious practices. Soon, in the Ottoman Empire, people started roasting and grinding coffee beans, creating a stronger, richer drink. Coffee houses emerged as social hubs near mosques and guest houses, but some authorities questioned whether coffee's effects were appropriate for Muslims. In 1511, a religious court in Mecca debated coffee's legality. Scholars eventually approved its consumption, leading to coffee houses in cities like Damascus and Istanbul. By the late 1500s, Yemen was farming and exporting coffee from Al-Mahad, later known internationally as Mocha. Coffee spread to India, Java, and beyond. The Ottoman Empire introduced coffee to Europe, and by the 1650s, London had its first coffee houses. By 1663, the city had over 80. Despite King Charles II's attempt to ban them in 1675, coffee houses thrived as spaces for social and intellectual exchange. In France, people began adding milk and sugar to coffee. Enlightenment thinkers like Diderot and Voltaire frequented Paris coffee houses. European empires profited from coffee cultivation, exploiting enslaved and indigenous labor. Brazil dominated coffee production by 1906. The Milan World's Fair in 1906 showcased the first commercial espresso machine, leading to various coffee brands. By the 1950s, coffee breaks became common in U.S. factories. African nations increased coffee production as independence spread. Coffee drinking expanded into East Asia through canned drinks. Recently, specialty coffee has gained popularity, benefiting farms in Central America and East Africa. Coffee workers globally have continued to face poor working conditions and inadequate pay, prompting certification efforts for ethical production standards. Challenges remained, including the threat of climate change, which is expected to reduce the bean belt where coffee grows best. Scientists are exploring resilient coffee hybrids to navigate the uncertain future, all in an effort to preserve a drink that has become essential worldwide.